Namaste children, welcome to Mahatma Gandhi Vidyalaya. I am Revati, your math teacher. Here I am going to start the session with a motivational thought. Today's thought is about self-confidence. Success is a vehicle which moves on a wheel called hard work, but the journey is impossible without fuel. It is called self-confidence. Self-confidence is the foundation of all great success and achievement. So children, you have to improve your self-confidence level to achieve your goal in your life. Okay children, let's start our session. Now we are going to start our third session. In the past two sessions also we are discussing about integers. Okay, we are going to continue now. In the previous session we have discussed about properties of addition and subtraction of integers. Okay children, now let's recall the properties we have learned in the previous session. Okay, first property is closure property. Do you remember children? Yes, we know that the sum of two integers is also an integer. For example, let us consider minus 5 and plus 3. If you add them, you will get minus 2. It is an integer. So here we are concluding that the sum of two integers is again an integer. Therefore, integers are closed under addition. Similarly, for any two integers a and b, a minus b is also an integer. That is, let us consider minus 5 and plus 3. If we subtract them, we'll get minus 8, so that minus 8 is also an integer, so that we conclude that integers are closed under subtraction. Therefore, we can conclude that closure property is true for integers under addition and subtraction. Next, we are going to see the property number 2. Can anybody tell me what is the next property we are going to see now? The next property we are going to see now is, yes, commutative property of integers under addition and subtraction. Next, commutative property of integers under addition and subtraction. This property says that the sum of two integers remains same even if we change the order of the integers also. Let us consider minus 2 and 3. If we add them, we will get plus 1. If we change the order of the integers, 3 plus minus 2 also again plus 1. Both the answers are same. Therefore, integers are commutative under addition. Let us check it whether the subtraction, I mean the difference of two integers, is commutative or not. Let us consider 4 and minus 6. If we subtract 4 minus minus 6 is plus 10. If we change the order, minus 6 minus 4 is minus 10. So commutative property is not true for subtraction. Therefore, integers are commutative under addition. Integers are not commutative under subtraction. Next, we are going to see associative property and additive identity. Here, for any three integers, associative property is true under addition. For example, 3 plus 7 plus 9 is equal to, we'll get 19. Again, on the other side, 3 plus 7 plus 9. If we add 7 and 9, we'll get 16, plus add 3 means 19. So both the side answers are same. Therefore, associativity of integers under addition is true. So integers are associative under addition, whereas subtraction is not associative. Next, fourth property is additive identity. 0 is the additive identity of any integers, because when we add 0 to any integer, the result remains same. Therefore, 0 is the additive identity of integers. For example, minus 7 plus 0 is equal to minus 7. 0 plus 9 is equal to plus 9. So when we add 0 to any integer, the result is same. The number we are getting the same number as the result. So 0 is the additive identity of all integers. Next, we are going to learn multiplication of integers. Now we are going to learn how to multiply integers. Okay, what is multiplication? Multiplication is also known as repeated addition. Now we are going to learn how to multiply integers using number line. All of you draw a number line in your notebook. Let us draw the number line, mark the integers at equal distances. Now I am going to multiply 3 into 4. Both the numbers integers are positive, so it will move only positive direction only to the right of 0. Now always start at 0. We have to move 3 steps by skip counting by 4. Okay. Now if we start from 0, we will land at 4 in the first step. In the second step we will land at 8, and in the third step we will land at 12. So 12 is the product of the integers. Another example is 3 into minus 4. Here we are going to multiply 3 with a negative integer. So again draw a number line and mark the integers on the number line. Here we are going to move towards left side of the number line. So mark all the negative integers at equal distances. Now we'll start from 0. We have to move 3 steps by skip counting by 4. At third step we'll get the answer minus 12. So this is the way we use the number line to multiply integers. But we cannot use number line for large numbers to multiply. Okay, in that case we are in the need of deriving some rules. In addition we have derived some rules, no? Like that in multiplication also we have derived some rules. These rules, if you follow these rules, then multiplication of integers will be so easy to you. See, very simple. If the signs are same, if same signs, the answer, the product also positive. Okay, the product is positive. If the signs are different, the product is negative. Very simple. When we are multiplying two positive or two negative integers, the result is positive. When we are multiplying a positive integer with a negative integer, the result is negative. Now I am going to teach you how to apply these rules while solving the problems. Okay, always keep in mind, if both the integers are of same sign, the product will be positive. If both the integers are of different sign, the product will be negative. Okay, now let us consider the example minus 8 and minus 4. Here both the numbers are negative integers. So let us multiply the numbers 8 and 4. We will get 32. Both the integers are of same sign, so our answer will be positive. So our answer is plus 32. Okay, if we take one positive, another one negative, that means the signs are different. Our answer will be negative. So 8 into minus 4 will be minus 32. Next one, minus 8 into minus 4 is plus 32. Okay, keep in mind, always both the integers are same sign, product will be positive. Both the integers are different sign, the product will be negative. Okay, here we have few examples. Next I am going to give you. Now I hope that everybody learned multiplication rules properly. Here I have given few examples for your practice. Use this and practice in your notebook regarding rules of multiplication. Here I have given two examples. In the first one, there are even number of negative numbers. so the product is positive. In the second one, there are odd number of negative numbers, so the answer is negative. Product is negative. So when we are multiplying 3 or more negative integers, if the negative numbers are in even numbers, then the product will be positive. If there are odd number of negative numbers, the product will be negative. Keep it in mind. Even number of negative signs, the product will be positive. Odd number of negative signs, the product will be negative. This is the reason that minus into minus is positive. Here minus and minus 2 is an even number. That's why the product is positive. Okay, do you remember what are even number and odd numbers? Yes, you might be. Children, now the time for recapitulation. Let us recall whatever we have learned. We have learned today multiplying integers by applying rules. Plus into plus, plus. Minus into plus, minus. Plus into minus, minus. Minus into minus, plus. Here is your assignment, children. Note it in your notebook. Practice well. Thank you, children.